Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Now, this is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break it down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. Me and my friend's girlfriend fell in love with each other, but how do we tell my friend? So, Mike, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Hey, yo, pause right out the door. My close friend has been dating his girlfriend for about 8 or 9 months, and I've grown really close to her in that time. Boy, you bugging out. Over time, the chemistry and connection between us has become undeniable. We've talked privately, and there's a deep mutual attraction. Wait till that info comes out publicly, and you're going to be attracting an ass whooping. I've decided that I truly want to be with her, and she agrees because we believe in this connection and see it as something special. Nah, my man didn't swooped in and stole his homeboy's joint. But now I'm struggling with how to approach my friend. With caution, I suggest. I genuinely care about him, and I don't want to lose our friendship. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. But at the same time, I know that staying in this situation isn't fair to neither of us. How can I navigate this delicate situation in a way that respects everyone's feelings and doesn't ruin our friendship? I know this is a tough one, but please help. Yeah, you in a sticky situation, my man. This is tough because here's the thing, right? You can't help who you love and who loves you. So you fall in love with her, her fall in love with you. That's not really the issue. But the fact is, you done something snakish to even get to that point. Now, unless it was like some love at first sight, like he introduced you, yo, bro, this is my girl. You're like, oh, how you doing? Y'all was like, oh my God. Like, unless it was that, and the connection was instantaneous, like it happened right away, the bigger question is like, oh yeah, you fell in love with my girl, but why did you even let it get to that point? What was y'all doing inappropriately that led y'all to having feelings for each other? Because that'd be my question. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool, man. I can't change it. Like, I lost a shorty, clearly. Not gonna be together. I don't got nothing to say about this. But now I want to know what my friend was doing to even be in a place to fall in love with her. So again, unless it was right off the back, first time y'all met, it was like, y'all gotta have her. Like, that's my homie, love him to death, but this is my wife. This is my future mother of my children. And she was like, same. Excuse me. Unless it was that right off the back, explaining to your friend how you got to that is gonna be difficult. That's where the real issue lies. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about that part because you just said over time y'all grown close or whatever. Again, I don't know that. So just let's say that was the case, then it should be it should be slightly easier. It's not gonna be easy at all telling him, but it could be easier. I had a situation where I was with a joint, not really my girl, but we was talking, and my man seen her and right away was like, yo, who's that? I was like, oh, this my little. He was like, hey, bro, if you ain't wife, like, I needs. If you ain't, I was like, oh yeah, you can have her, bro, because I don't think it's like that. You know what I mean? But again, me and her, that was my girlfriend, not for no 8 or 9 months. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna be heartbroken or whatever, but like the decision is already made. So you gotta ask yourself, you didn't say this was your best friend, you just said it was a close friend. Relationships, I'll say this, it's easier to have good friendships than it is to have good relationships like husband or wife. That's way more difficult to find than a good friendship. In my life, I've had way more good friends than I've had good girlfriends. So I know it's easier to find a great friendship than it is to find a great relationship. And if you deep down in your heart already said that you don't feel like this is something you could pass up, you have to prepare yourself for the worst. Now, listen, you have to say, yo, I'm willing to lose this dude as a friend to gain her as a wife. And then if it doesn't work out, you have to still be okay with losing that dude as a friend altogether. Because he might take the information, he might want to fight you, he might cut you off, he might be like, yo, you a snake, whatever. And you got to be okay with that because, again, no matter what happens, that was his woman, and you decided to cross the line to figure out that you guys liked each other. Y'all talked privately. Y'all were doing all that stuff, you know what I mean, before you decided, yo, we're going to be together. So you're in a tough situation. But regardless, in this situation, be okay with losing that friendship. If you are okay with losing that friendship to gain this relationship, then go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you shoot him a text, yo, I got to talk to you about something, bro. It's important. Give me a call. You might not want to do it on purpose because he might snuff you right away. His initial reaction might be emotion and be like, what? And then now your joint leaking. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, give me a call. Yo, bro, I don't know how to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you my mans. I bang with you, da da da. Like, yo, me and Keisha, first day I seen her, it was like love at first sight, bro. I know that's hard to hear. You probably thinking like, what? All this? Like, yo, we've been talking. Like, we want to be with each other, man. Like, we love each other. Like, she like you, but she don't feel about you the way she feel about me. Like, we gonna do this. And like, I didn't want to bring it to you. Feel bad, but it's like, yo, I cannot resist this woman. Like, I love her, man. Like, and we're gonna be together. And he ain't gonna take that good no matter what. So just be prepared to lose that friendship. And maybe he don't. Maybe he's like, yeah, you know what, bro? Me and her really ain't like that. Like, I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad you came to me as a man and told me and stuff instead of me finding out some later on down the line, or that she cheated on me with you. And then now our friendship is, tainted. Like, I'm glad you came to me as a man. I respect it, man. We good, bro. Go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of shorties out here. Maybe that happens. Who knows? I don't know, but you got to be open and honest. And you just got to tell them like, yo, this is what it is. And be prepared to lose that friendship. That's my advice to you, man. I hope it all works out. Stay alert, stay alive. I got wore out at work by one of my coworkers and I won it again. Mike, I'm in a bit of a strange predicament and can really use your advice. So at a recent work party, I ended up being intimate with one of my coworkers in the bathroom. Bathroom stall sex is nasty work, but I'm definitely here for it. And it was incredibly thrilling. Beyond just the excitement, there's something about him that really understands my body in a way that no one else has. He done made you hit that big O at the office party and now your body wants more, huh? And that adds to the allure. Now I find myself drawn to him, but it's not necessarily about a long-term relationship. Oh, I'm sure you just want your back blown through the bed frame. I'm addicted to the thrill of sneaking around and the risk involved. And I'm unsure if I truly like him or if it's just excitement. It's probably the latter of the two, if you're asking me. What should I do? Should I keep pursuing the risky thrill, or is it time to step back and reconsider? Thank you for your advice. Before I give you my advice, I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to think about the answer. What kind of sex do you think is more exciting for you? Makeup sex, new sex, or sex that you're having that you're not supposed to be having, like taboo? Whether it's with someone you shouldn't be having it with, where it's a place you shouldn't be having it with, anything like that. Ask yourself which one do you think is more exciting to you? Now, if your answer is the sex I know I shouldn't be having, well, then that's probably why you're in this predicament, because I like that too. Makeup sex is cool. New sex is cool. It can be awkward sometimes because you're trying to get to know the person and it's the first time. You probably got to be drunk when you do that. But that I ain't supposed to be doing this. Let's sneak off, or let's do it in the car, or outside on the balcony in Miami. That sex be top notch. So the fact that y'all snuck off into a bathroom where everybody's, yeah, work party, and he was blowing your back through the stall door, you was like, oh my God. He probably was doing the reach around, you know what I'm saying, and brrr, with the front parts, while from the back he had you, you know what I'm saying, you probably was like, gushing, you know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, I ain't never had a dude, he probably know what he doing. Or y'all chemistry was just so crazy that the moment he inserted himself, there was just fireworks in the, you know what I'm saying, down there. So you're like, yo, should I fall back? Should I keep it going? Why you gotta fall back? Is he married? I mean, I ain't gonna say, don't keep doing it at the job. Don't keep sliding off in the latrine at the workplace getting cracked, because then you get caught, you might be out of your employment. That's not good. Never for no sex you should lose your job. But if you still messing with him and you like it, why not? What's wrong with that? You single, he's single, y'all consenting adults, keep doing it. But if you want to spice it up a little bit, y'all might have to do stuff like, yo, I'm gonna come pick you up, and then you let him crack you in the whip in like the McDonald's parking lot or something. That adds the thrill to it. Stuff like that, but stop doing it at work. That you got away with it once. I don't know where the work party was at, but you got away with it once. Now you're going crazy. Yeah, just hit him up being like, yeah, I need that again. Run that back, my boy. After, per my last email, crack my back, blow my back through the mattress, break my bed spring. You know what I'm saying? I want the whole bed frame to shatter like on a Looney Tune commercial, cartoon. That's that commercial. That's what you got to tell him. But there ain't no reason to stop. So I don't see the problem with it. That might end up in a relationship. And then you'll find out if you like him or not the more you're around him. So you're only basing this off, I'm assuming, one interaction, one sexual interaction. And you're like, well, I don't even know if I really like him like that. I think it's just that he knows my body. We're being sneaky and it's like a thrill. Okay, cool. Well, just keep emulating that. You don't have to be, because I'm telling you right now, he might not want a relationship either. He might like this just as much as you like it. But just talk to him and tell him, like, yo, I like what we got going on. Can we keep it up? I'm pretty sure he'll be like, yeah, we can. You promise? So that's my advice to you. Do it in places where there's a thrill added to it. Maybe you go to the matinee movie theater. There's only 4 people in there, and they in the front because they older. And you go all the way to the top row, and you ride him while y'all watching some movie that y'all don't care about. That's a thrill. You know what I'm saying? Do that, but don't do that work no more. But I don't think you should stop. That's my advice to you. Stay alert, stay alive. My mother-in-law lives with us, but if she keeps disrespecting my husband, we might have to put her in a home. Dear Mike, I'm reaching out because I'm at my wit's end. Wit's end is a whites only term, so we welcome you. My mother-in-law has been living with us for the past year, and it's become increasingly difficult. Man, I can't even imagine living with my own mom, so I know you going through it living with his. She's consistently rude and disrespectful, especially toward my husband, her son. Yeah, I know it's her son. No need to explain. She often undermines him and creates a tense atmosphere in our home. My husband struggles to stand up to her, and he vents to me about it. Mama's boy behavior, which only adds to the stress. I want to maintain peace. Like this video if you think she's full of shit, but I also want respect in our home. We're at a point where we need to address the issue with her directly. Stay alert, stay alive. But given her age and the fact that she can't fully care for herself, it's a delicate situation. Nah, Ma Dukes better dial back the disrespect for she end up at Whispering Willows. How do we approach this conversation and set boundaries without causing more conflict? Thanks in advance. Truth be told, I think this might just be misguided anger. You know what I'm saying? Like with the failing health, Ma Dukes might not feel like she got the youthfulness that she once had, and she knows that her health is declining. So she's just taking out her anger on the wrong people. You know what I mean? Like, especially her son, because he's probably an easy target. There's probably no resistance. She knows she probably can't say nothing to you because you might be like, hey, yo, better chill out, Ma Dukes. Like, I'll come across your neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, the son ain't going to fight back. He not going to disrespect. So she's able to get her rocks off with no conflict. There's no confrontation. He just going along with the flow because it's probably already been a dynamic. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest. I think you're a white woman, and I think that you're married to a black man and his mom is black. This is just the dynamic I'm getting. The mom is probably real, just talking crazy. Boy, you better not talk back to me like that. And you probably looking at it like, she's disrespecting my, you know what I mean? Y'all have different boundaries, you know what I'm saying? And you don't like the way that she interacts with her husband, your husband. And so you're feeling some type of way. And he might feel some type of way too, because he said he's venting to you about it. He's probably just like aggravated. He probably don't want to take care of his mom. Probably don't got nobody else. It's just probably an all around stressful situation. But I understand your plight too. Like, yo, this is my crib. You ain't gonna come in here and be stressing my man out. Then I gotta deal with it later when we laying down. My mom did this, my mom did that. So it's definitely, it's not an easy situation because no man is want to be told by his wife or anybody else, yo, put your mom in the home. Because really, the issue not even with you. It's not even like you feel disrespected and you're like, yo, she gotta go. You're feeling bad for him. So the reality is, I'm gonna tell you this. I got it. You know what? This is what you do. You tell your husband, yo, listen, either you stand up to her and directly tell her to respect him, to stop undermining him, all the things, all the gripes that you have, you need to tell your husband, you need to address this with her, not with me around. You need to address this with your mother and tell her, listen, this stops now. Otherwise, we're going to put you, you got to do the threat. We're going to put you in the home. And you tell him, say, listen, if you don't want to do that and you're going to keep allowing her to do this, okay, but I don't want to hear about it anymore. Because typically this is like the other way around. Usually the woman is having an issue and she doesn't really want a solution. She just wants to be able to vent to her man. And the man is like, yo, either you do this solution or shut up about it. Because men are like solution based. So it's odd that the fact is that you probably have a solution for it and he's just tolerating it and then coming to you. Like, no, I don't want to hear that. So what I would do is I would tell him, yo, address this with your mom right now, one time and one time only. Stand firm. And you don't have to be disrespectful, but stand firm. Set boundaries. Explain to her, this is what's going to happen moving forward. If not, you will be moved to a home. You're not going to cause all this strife in my life and be upsetting me and my wife because or whatever. And then if he doesn't want to do that, then say, okay, cool. Don't talk to me about it. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't complain, nothing. And then if he does do that to her and then she still does it, then he got to do what he got to do. And maybe he don't want to do that, but if it's causing a disarray in y'all marriage, then you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Your man sound like a sucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is mom and all that, but being disrespected and all that, that's intolerable. Like, yeah, I'm taking care of you. You got to respect the household. So that's my advice to you. That's what I would do. Make him confront her. And then if he doesn't want to, then say, okay, cool. Don't talk to me about it no more. I'm not going to be your therapist. Either do that or shut up. That's my advice to you. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy, and I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment and let me know what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter in the email provided below, and I'll make sure I read it on a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.